people. That's what I want to talk to you about today. And I've just talked to beautiful Sibylla Bidet, and we're going to be presenting at Shakti Shiva Festival. She is the open floor dance teacher and a life coach. And we talked about how it is so important for us to express all of our feelings, all of our emotions, and that quite often when we think about feelings, we go, anger is negative, right? Sometimes sadness is negative, and happiness and joy are positive. But actually, if we don't express our anger and our sadness to the fullest, right, we can't express our joy. We kind of limit our expression. So it's so important to start connecting to our feelings and run that energy through the body. Because, and quite often as women, right, we suppress the anger because anger got quite a bad rap because we know how it can hurt other people. But what's important is actually feel it in your body, run the energy through the body without throwing it on other people. But when we connect all of our emotions, we become so much more alive, and we can use our feelings as messengers, right? If I'm feeling angry, it means I care about something, and it means maybe my boundaries are kind of broken. It means that I actually need to step up and stand up and share with other people, share with the world what's not right for me, what doesn't feel right. Take action, because anger is quite an active energy. And if we're sad about something, right, it's a messenger. So instead of shutting down those emotions, we actually need to check in. Okay, what is it telling me? What do I need to do? Yeah. If I'm scared about something, well, what do I actually need to do? Right. And I remember just last year, I've been like, oh, I'm so scared about my taxes. Now that I'm making mine, it's like, oh, I'm scared. Am I going to have enough money to buy tax? And I was like, what is the message there? And the message for me was actually open a different account and start putting money there. So at the end of the year, I have, money to pay taxes. And it just, it felt such a relaxing peace. And instead of ignoring, right, the fear and just trying to push it away, listening and thinking, what is it? What do I need to do about this? So accepting all of our emotions as messengers, that they really tell us what is the next step. And then we can become so much more alive in our body. And we also talked about coming into the body, because when we're not in the body, and quite often, right, people like all over the place, we might be thinking too much, our energy is somewhere, we're not quite in the body, and then we miss connection. Because if I'm not right here in my body, I can't feel connected to another person. And quite often, and I experience that, I'm talking to someone, but they're not quite there. And it feels so frustrating that they're not really receiving me. Yeah. And sometimes I know if I'm in my world and I'm thinking about something and I'm not right there, I'm not really connecting to the other person. And it's such a frustrating experience. So the invitation is actually today, try it. How can I really be right here in my body, feeling all of me, and then connect to other people? Because that's where the magic happens, and it's such a different level of connection. When we're fully here, fully present with ourselves, then we can really be present with other people. And then, yeah, it's like the love happens. We start to see each other. We feel so much more received. And that's how we can make really, deep friendships. And quite often we just say, oh, hi, how are you? And no one even interested in hearing the answer. But what if today, my invitation for you would be, what if today I can really listen? Yeah. And when I say, ask someone, how are you? I'm actually there, and they know I'm curious and I want to know how they are, rather than just being, polite. And so, yeah, all the emotions being present in the body, that's what I invite you today to focus on, to practice it and see how your life changes, see how the aliveness in your body changes. And I really invite you to come to the Shiva Shakti Festival that's happening in February. And yeah, we're going to have lots of fun there and explore all these different ways of being in authentic connection with each other. And I'm Tarisha. And do please comment below. Tell us if you're coming to the festival and how do you feel about expressing the full range of your emotions. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.